Well, hello, everyone, especially Bonnie. Welcome to our weekly free necklace call. I love doing these every Wednesday because I just love sharing Parklane. I've been having so much fun with it. I think it's like the best thing ever. And whether you're watching this on the recording or watching it live, make sure you get the Google Doc from your stylist when it's over. That way you go into our drawing for a free necklace because every week we give away a free necklace. And I mean, it's just fun to win free stuff, don't you think? So my name is Carolyn. If I've not met you before, I have been with Parklane for almost a year now. I started in December of 2020, shortly after I found out my former company was closing. And I had been with that company for almost 18 years. I was crushed. I cried. I think I might have cried more than I've cried over like even any death in my family, just because I don't know, it was so unexpected. And it was my culture, it was my hobby, it was my circle of friends, and it was what I thought I was going to do until, I retired. It was my thing. And so I thought I was just going to go sell houses or something. But one of my very good friends, she was actually my sponsor in my former company. She called me and she said, Carolyn, I'm not going to do it. I don't need to make any more money. I'm just going to retire. Wouldn't that be nice? I don't need to make any more money. She said, but I think you should call Jennifer because what they're offering you girls at Parklane is really amazing. And I was like, Kathy, I already told you I'm going to sell houses. She said, I know, but it's always good to know what your options are. I was like, okay, fine. I guess there's some wisdom in that. So I reached out to my friend Jennifer and I messaged her. I was like, okay, just like text me the numbers, like just tell me, I don't need all the fluff and whatever. She goes, well, do you have like time for 5 minutes? So I called her and we talked on the phone. She explained the programs to me and the sales. And I was still kind of leery because I thought the jewelry in my former company was the best jewelry ever. I thought our marketing plan was the best marketing plan ever. But after 2 or 3 days, I couldn't stop thinking about it. Like it kept me up at night. So I messaged her on Sunday and I said, okay, just send me the directions so I can sign up and stop thinking about this. I had no plans for this to become like a business. I thought, well, I'll just get in and that way I'll have another new line of jewelry. Like I won't be done with jewelry. And I started doing just a couple shows here and there. And after about a month, I had made enough income that I was like, I don't think I have time to waste on real estate. I think I kind of need to wait and see where this goes. So I canceled my real estate classes. And then a month and a half later, I resigned from my day job. And I've been full-time with Parklane since April 1st. It's just been amazing. So that's just a little bit of my backstory. I also never wore jewelry before I started selling it. I was a stay-at-home mom. This was, like almost 19 years ago. I was a stay-at-home mom. I wore cotton t-shirts, cotton shorts, hair in a ponytail, makeup on Sundays, maybe. So if you're watching this and you're thinking, well, I just don't wear jewelry, that's okay. I didn't either. If you're thinking fashion's not my thing, that's okay. Wasn't mine either. I just knew after watching my sister sell jewelry for a year before me, and she was a school teacher. I went to one of her parties and she just said, this is this, that is that. If you do this, you get free stuff. And people booked shows and they bought stuff. I was like, I could do that. So I signed up and I just have had a lot of fun. I love learning that I can wear a solid colored shirt, put on a necklace, and people compliment me. So that's a very fun part of our job. So a little bit about Parklane. I'm going to share what we like to call the 3 Ps with you tonight. And that just kind of helps me keep on track and tell you everything I need to tell you. Sorry if you can hear my dogs barking in the background. If every time they hear my son coming up from the basement, they think he's a monster. And so they bark at him like crazy. So I'm going to share with you a little bit about the people, a little bit about the product, and a little bit about the programs. So the people of Parklane are Arthur and Shirley Levine. They started it back in 1955. And they were 16 and 19-year-old newlyweds, which totally, when I really think about it, kind of freaks me out because my children are 16 and 19 years old right now. And I cannot picture either of them being married nor starting a business that would turn into a worldwide brand. But they did. And they did it because back in the 50s, there weren't a lot of options for women to make income. And Shirley wanted to be able to bring in finances for the house and still be able to be there for her family. So they started Parklane. And it grew and grew and grew till pretty soon other countries were opening franchises. And then in the early 2000s, they sold it to 3 of their children. I think they have a total of 6 kids. They sold it to 3 of their children, and those 3 children still run it today. And they have stuck to the founding principle of they only keep 2% of the profit from the company, and the rest they pour back into the programs. And that's how we're able to have the best sales, best hostess plan. And their marketing is just like out of this world. So that's a little bit about the company and the people who started it and still run it. And I was amazed. I think maybe February, I'd only been in for 3 months, and the CEO called me to tell me what a great job I was doing and wanted me to model a piece of jewelry for one of the style drops. And they're just really personable. Like, he friended me on Facebook. It's just a really great, close-knit group of people. So I love that. And product, I mean, hello, it's jewelry. We love it. Don't you love it, Bonnie? Bonnie was just at one of my shows on Sunday, and I think it was Sunday. Yes, it's been a busy week. We had so much fun. And the great thing about jewelry is it's semi-consumable. True, we're not eating it. We're not putting it on our face, but women always want to update their look with the seasons, with the trends. And so I have women come back and purchase jewelry from me monthly, sometimes multiple times a month, because Parklane is so good about their sales. It keeps people coming back. I love jewelry because you're a walking billboard. I pretty much cannot leave the house and go into a public place without somebody going, "Oh, I love your bracelet. I love your necklace. I love your earrings," or something like that. It just is a natural conversation starter, whether I'm at church or the line at Walmart. So it just is super easy for me to say, "Oh, thanks so much. It's Parklane. Have you heard of it? Would you like me to send you a coupon? Here's my website." So I meet strangers all the time, and it's just a very natural conversation. I don't have to go out and say, "I sell jewelry. I sell jewelry." People like come to me, and then I get to tell them about it. So that's fun. I love that with Parklane, we have a very wide variety of jewelry. We call it a full service jewelry line because we have the dainty delicates, we have the designer inspirations, we have boho. If you look on the website, there are pieces that are no longer carried in our catalog, but they're still available. So we may have a couple hundred pieces available in our catalog. There's probably like 1,000 pieces available on our website. So there really is something for everyone. And the jewelry is guaranteed, which is amazing. So if there's ever a defect with your jewelry, or if you break it yourself, Parklane replaces the jewelry for you. So you don't have to feel like you need to replace it for your customers. They can send it back to Parklane, and in the first 4 months, no matter how it broke, Parklane will replace it for free. And after that 4 months, no matter how it broke, Parklane will replace it for $10. Excuse me. So the guarantee is just amazing. And the jewelry is also very high quality. It's electroplated with 14 karat gold or rhodium, which rhodium is like what they electroplate your wedding ring with. So it holds up really well. And yeah, I've had very few returns. Every once in a while, something might show up defective. And if that ever happens, Parklane will immediately ship out a new item with a postage paid envelope to send the other one back. So you don't even have to deal with it. All you do is email Parklane and poof, they take care of it. So really the only downside to our guarantee is it kind of spoils you to everywhere else. Any place else you get something and it breaks 4 months down the road, they're going to be like, "Sorry." I mean, unless you bought the extended warranty. Anybody getting a few of those phone calls a day? They haven't been as bad lately, but for a while, boy, I was getting the extended car warranty calls all the time. I love that we don't have to stock or keep inventory of our jewelry. Hey, Patty. All this jewelry that I have is my personal jewelry. I get to wear it and show it. And then whatever people like, we place the order and it arrives at their house within a week. The hostess doesn't have to pass it out. The stylist doesn't have to pass it out. All the orders have direct shipping right to the customer. And so you're not trying to think, I think I need to have 6 of these Alexa necklaces on hand. No, if somebody likes the Alexa necklace, you just order it for them, boom, they get it. So I love that. And a lot of the jewelry that you see behind me and on these shirts, I've earned because Parklane has so many programs where we can win free jewelry, which I'll tell you about here in just a second, because we're going to talk about the programs. And in Parklane, that's our third P, programs. They have amazing programs for the customers, for the hostesses, and for the stylists. And we're going to talk about all three of them because they really just work hand in hand. So first of all, our customer special. And Bonnie, I'm sorry, I keep picking on you, but Bonnie, she was just at my show on Sunday and she got to take advantage of this customer special. It's amazing. 365 days a year, you can purchase, or your customer can purchase, any 2 items at full price. And these will be their least expensive items. And then they can purchase up to 4 items at half price. And these would be the more expensive items. Like, who does that? Any other place that has a BOGO, it always says of equal or lesser value. But in Parklane, it's of equal or higher value that you get at half price. And you only have to buy 2 at full price, and then you can get 4 at half price. And what does this mean for you if you're the stylist or the consultant? You make your commission off of all of that. Our half price items are fully commissionable to us. So that's not us giving away jewelry that we make no money off of. We make, everyone makes 30 to 50%. And I'll talk about that when we get to the comp plan. But you make your 30 to 50% off the 2 that are full price. You make that same 30 to 50% off of whatever they spend on the half price items. And then on top of that, Parklane usually has an extra special. Some people call them zingers or bonus items, where when the customer spends 90, first of all, Parklane gives them free shipping, which everybody loves that. I mean, we're all just trained by Amazon to expect free shipping nowadays. So everybody wants to spend $90 to get the free shipping. But also when they spend 90, they can typically go pick out at least one bonus item that's up to $200 in value for only $30. That would be like my impression bracelet that I have on right here. This has 24 handset Russian CZs. It retails for $182. And I always tell everybody, I would never let you pay $182 for this bracelet. I'd probably not even let you buy it for half price because you could get it for $30 with the special. And this would be considered a non-commissionable item because it's so deeply discounted. I don't make any money. You wouldn't make any money off of this $30 item. But who cares? They spent $90 to be able to get that. And what I love about this is in my former company, we were always trying to come up with special sales, gift with a purchase. We're buying extra things here and there and taking all this junk to our shows so that when people spent so much, we'd give them this. Parklane builds it in for us. We have graphics created for us. You can still make your own graphics if you are a super creative person, but we have graphics provided for us. And the sale, somebody else has already thought of the sale and it doesn't cost us anything. Parklane just does it. So that really keeps your customers coming back. And they also drop new pieces on the website. Typically, each month we get 1 or 2 new, like fully commissionable items. But then throughout the month, they'll sprinkle these little things called style drops. And if you don't know what a style drop is yet, if you're in your stylist VIP group, you will soon. Like this bracelet, this is a style drop. It's our denim colored impression bracelet. They will bring something like this out in limited quantity. And they will say right now, while supplies last, when you spend $40, you can get this $200 bracelet for $30. And that gets everybody excited. It creates kind of this feeding frenzy. And everybody wants to order because once they start shopping with you regularly, they know style drops sell out. Sometimes they last a couple weeks. Sometimes they last a couple days. Sometimes they last a couple hours. And it's just very exciting. I have found the culture in my VIP group is more like a collector's group. Our style drops are these items that people don't want to miss out on because once they're gone forever. And it's just been super fun. So my repeat business has been, I couldn't even put a number on it. In my previous company, women shopped with me at shows. Nowadays, I have some women that shop with me 2 and 3 times a month because they want to take advantage of whatever the special is that Parklane is offering. So my repeat business is just off the charts. And it's been so fun because I get to talk to them more. And I'm a people person. I'm married. I have 2 teenage boys, and there's just not enough conversation going on in this house for me. So it's nice for me to have customers and hostesses that I get to interact with and help them get these great deals all the time. It's so fun. So that's what they do for our customers. Now, the program that they do for our hostesses is also amazing. I truly believe we have the best hostess plan in the industry. And our CEO, Scott Levine, even tells us that if we find a better one, we should tell him because he will change ours. And the way our hostess plan works is the hostess always gets to pick a thank you item, which can be any one of those big ticket items up to $200 for $30. So, I mean, I would book a show just for that because there's no way I'm paying $200 for a piece of jewelry. But she also gets free credit. And I love the way they work the free credit for the hostess. It's based on a per order credit instead of a percentage. And I think Parklane is really smart in doing that because a hostess doesn't know like what an average show is or how many people you need to get to X amount of sales. And it also makes it so your hostess doesn't have to grade people based on what they're going to spend. So on her show, whether they're online orders or in-person orders, she's going to get $20 in free jewelry for each order placed, big or small. So even if one of her friends can only afford a $20 pair of earrings, that's okay. She's still going to get $20 in free jewelry from that one order. And then the magic happens when she hits 10 orders, it doubles to $40 per order. So she gets $400 in free jewelry. So Bonnie at Ashley's show on Sunday, she hit 10 orders. So she got $400 in free jewelry. And we only had, I don't know, 5 people there. But because people were able to shop online also, it's easier to get more orders. And we have found since the pandemic started, Parklane had their biggest year ever in 2020 because they did such a great job of switching to this online platform and training their stylists how to do virtual shows and running these specials. So they just had a really great year. And then 2021 is looking like it's going to be even better than 2020 was. So I love how they do their hostess plan. I had a hostess a couple weeks ago. She got 20 orders and she got $800 in free jewelry. So there's no cap on how much free jewelry a hostess can get. And I feel like an infomercial, but wait, there's more because she gets the free stuff. She gets the thank you item. She can get 4 items at half price. And if you're the stylist, you make your commission off of those half price items also. So that helps your personal retail and your commission check. And then she also gets another bonus item for everyone that books a show from her show. So it gets the hostess, working on getting more bookings because she wants to get those extra bonus items. And I really feel like the hostess plan and the customer special work hand in hand because some women will book a show because they want to get the free jewelry, but other women will book a show because they think the customer sales are amazing and they just want their friends to be able to shop these sales. That's kind of how I am. If I'm inviting my friends over for a party, I want them to feel like they're getting a good value out of it. And with the deals that Parklane always has, I feel great when I have a show at my house because I know my friends that are coming over are going to get to shop these amazing sales. So that's a little bit about our hostess plan. Let's talk about the programs for stylists, because if you're on this call, you're at least have like a little tiny minuscule part of your brain that thought maybe one day I might try something like this. So what they do for us as stylists, first of all, we have an amazing fundraising program. So if you ever want to do a give back, as long as it's for a true 501c3 organization, like a nonprofit, Parklane will donate 50% of the sales straight to that cause. And then when you close the show, out of the other 50%, they will still pay you your commission. So you're still going to make income, but you're able to do a 50% give back. I've done this for my son's Christian school. I've done it for a public school that was trying to raise money for prom. I've helped Wichita Pug Rescue. Right now I'm doing one for a Catholic school out in Western Kansas. And I've done one for my son's swim team. It's just a very easy fundraiser because it's a shopping link that people can share on social media with everyone. People just click, shop, boom. And then half of it goes to that cause. So it's a really great program. And they also have, the fundraising program should be my favorite part, but my true favorite part is the fact that they have 2 luxury travel trips every year that you can earn. So I already earned a trip for 2 to Key West. We get to go there in February. And then I just hit the amount to earn a trip for 2 to Aruba. And I think we get to do that in September. And my poor husband, he really doesn't like to travel, but he tolerates it for me because I love to travel. And I would almost work just to travel. I mean, I need the money too. because this pays our bills, but I am so motivated by a free trip. So I love that we have 2 travel trips every year and they pay for your airfare and everything. We also have this club called Rich Rewards Club. It's a program where you can earn free jewelry every single month. You can earn up to $1,150 in free jewelry every month. I don't always win the whole 1,150. I usually win like all the retail amount, which I think gets you up to like 650. But when you sponsor, you can earn another $600 in free jewelry each month. But just to put it into perspective, all you have to do, I even hate saying have to do, when you sell $1,000 in jewelry in the first 2 commission weeks of the month, they will give you $250 in free jewelry. If you go on to sell 2,500 in the whole month, which just to give you a little perspective, this is not hard. I had 3 shows closed this week that were over $1,000 in 1 week. So to sell $1,000 in the first 2 weeks of the month is so doable. But then if you go on to sell 2,500 in the whole month, you get the designer ensemble that's going to launch on the website the next month before anybody else gets it. When you sell 4,000 in a month, you get another 300. And then when you recruit, you can get another 300 and another 300. So, and then the next month starts and you get to do it all over again. And so whatever kit you get started with, that's just like the beginning, because you get to get all of this free jewelry and add it to your kit as you go. Plus, you're allowed to be your own hostess as many times as you want to be. So if you have friends that maybe don't do parties, but they like to shop, they can shop with you as much as they want. You can always be building a party in your name. And every time you get that party to 10 orders, boom, you close it, you get $400 in free jewelry and you make the profit. So that has been kind of a game changer for me, because I love being able to do giveaways. And like tonight, these free necklace calls, I give away a free necklace every week. Doesn't even faze me, because I have earned so much free jewelry with Parklane. They're so generous with us. So we're able to be super generous with our friends and family. So let's talk about how you make money. Everyone in Parklane makes at least 30%. That's where you start at. And as soon as you recruit just one friend, just bring in one business buddy, you get your first pay raise and you're making 35%. And then it just goes up from there. You can get to where you're earning as much as 50% on your sales. And you also, if you build a team, you get paid infinitely deep. There are no breakaways. You will always earn income from the girls you recruit. If you have leadership in another direct sales company, if you have ever built a team before, then you can interview for a direct appoint position, which is what I did, because I had a significant team in my former company, and I was brought in as a senior division leader with Parklane. So I was able to start off already making 45 to 50%. And I love that. They look at your experience, and they're not going to take like a CEO of a bank and bring him in as a teller at this other bank. So they look at your leadership experience and they will bring you in at a comparable level, which is amazing. Let's see. You never go backwards. If you promote to any level in Parklane, say you have an awesome year, you win all these awards, you reach a certain leadership level, but then the next year, maybe something happens in your family or you have a health crisis and you don't do as much. You never lose your status. You never lose your commission level. And that I appreciate greatly, because I did the roller coaster before, where great year was up here, bad year down here, great year up here. And it's disheartening to go from a 2 diamond to a 1 diamond to a regular to a builder. And so it's nice that you always get to keep your title. And there's tons of other programs, because there's another, I think like $1,000 worth of free jewelry we can earn this month because of other specials that they do on top of that. But I don't want to confuse you with anymore, because they throw even more specials on top of everything else that I've told you about. We even have a Mercedes car program that I threw the brochure away for that came in my kit, because I thought that's never going to happen. And then a month and a half later, I saw something online and I was like, I think I've done that. And I checked my numbers and I had. So they will either give you $700 a month towards a Mercedes lease, or they will, if you don't want the car, they'll give you $500 cash allowance a month to do with whatever you want. So I quit my job and I'm paying for my own health insurance now. So my Mercedes car bonus is paying for health insurance. And I think that's great. Also, if you win a trip and you don't want to go on the trip, you can cash out on the trip. That I will hopefully never have to do because I do not want to miss a trip, but it is an option. So maybe you don't like going, you don't want to go to Aruba, you hate the beach. Just say, give me the cash and they will give it to you. So let's talk about starter kits, because I know that's always like the question on everyone's mind. Like, oh, this sounds amazing, but what does it cost to get started? So we have 3 different options. Our most expensive kit is only $439. And with that, you get to pick out $2,000 worth of jewelry. And I can tell you from experience, that is a lot of fun. You're like, I want that. Oh, and that, and that, and that, and that. And what's funny is even after that, you'll still want more. But then you have Rich Rewards Club. And so you earn free jewelry and it's all good. All of our kits, though, no matter what level you come in at, they all come with your website for the whole year at no extra cost. There's no monthly fee. We have no quotas. You can get in and sell 1 piece of jewelry, 1,000 pieces of jewelry. It's whatever you want to do. So the big kit is the Boss Kit, $439, gets you $2,000 worth of jewelry. It also comes with a Parklane tablecloth, a ring sizer, some cute little travel jewelry rolls, and a tote bag. The middle kit is our business kit. It is $229. And with that, you get to pick out $1,000 worth of jewelry, which is still fun. I love $1,000. And if you're thinking, well, Carolyn, I already have done like 5 shows and I have jewelry coming out of my ears. Well, then you might want to just do the basic kit, which is only $99. And with that, you get $500 worth of jewelry. The only thing you do not get with the basic kit is you don't get the tablecloth, the jewelry rolls, and the tote bag. You're just going to get $500 worth of jewelry in Parklane boxes. But if money is an issue, I always try to tell people, if the investment is your issue, then get in with the small kit and your sponsor will help you earn free jewelry to build up your kit, because the specials are just so good. Now, if you have the finances or you've got a credit card you can use, I say get the big kit, because if you have $2,000 to show right away, it's nice because you have more options and you also get to wear it all. And you're operating out of a place of abundance. You have extra jewelry you can use for giveaways. And it's just so fun to have all of that jewelry. But that's all you pay. Starting out, you just pick your kit level that covers your website. You can buy catalogs if you want to, but if you're going to do your business mostly online, we really don't go through catalogs like we used to. And then once you've been in for a year, if you decide this is awesome, I want to stay in, all you pay for is your website renewal, which is $100. And then you're covered for a whole nother year. They pay for all of our credit card processing fees. Like I used to use Square and other ProPay. And I had to pay like 3% on all my credit card transactions, but Parklane covers all of our credit card fees. So you actually get to make the money you make. And whatever you turn in by Wednesday, you get paid for on Friday. So we get paid every single week from your personal sales and from your team sales. That is really nice. So if this sounds interesting to you, if you're curious and you want to know more, you should definitely reach out to the stylist who invited you. I'm going to put, if you're on live, I'm going to put our Google Doc in the chat so you can click on that. But you can also message your stylist and say, okay, I've watched the video. Where's the Google Doc at so I can get in the drawing for the free necklace? Because I know some people couldn't be on live. So we give everyone until midnight tomorrow night to watch the playback and then fill out the survey to go in our drawing. And we always have a keyword at the end just to make sure people actually watched. So what should the keyword be this week? We're going to make it Christmas, because couldn't we all use a little extra money for Christmas shopping? And I tell you what, this is the time. People are having shows and people are shopping like crazy because it is the Christmas buying season. So it's a great time to get started. And it's also great, even after the Christmas break, January, women love shopping because they're done with Christmas and they're like, oh, I can get back to thinking about myself. So oftentimes January is one of my biggest months. So whenever you decide to get started, we will love having you on our team. We have a very supportive team, and I feel closer to the girls in our group now that we do more stuff virtually than I ever did before when we used to get together once a month in person, because now everybody can come together on Zoom and we all get to talk and chat. And like Rhonda's on here. She's in Virginia. I may not even have that right. She might be North Carolina. North Carolina? Yeah. Okay. And I wouldn't have ever gotten to see her before, but now that we do so much stuff virtually, like I know these girls. Patty's on here. Patty's in Oklahoma, and I get to see her all the time. So we have a ton of fun. And yeah, let us know if you have any questions. I'm going to stop the recording and see if any of the girls that are on live want to ask questions, so you're not on the video.